news headline: the sit-at-home order imposed by IPOB in Southeast is a negative action against democracy, Çhärgés says. Do welcome to today's news. Please listen to the details carefully. Nigerian Senator Çhärgés has taken to social media to condemn the sit-at-home order enforced by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on the citizens and residents of the southeastern region of Nigeria. The former Kaduna State governorship candidate, who condemned such order through his official Twitter account, stated that such move by the terrorist group is a negative and retrogressive action against the democratic rights of the Southeasterns. Çhärgés wrote, "The sit-at-home order imposed on the southeastern part of Nigeria by the separatist IPOB is a negative and retrogressive action against the democratic rights of the people of the region. The PDP chieftain further advised the Southerners to resist and disobey such order. Recall that Çhärgés, a few months ago, stated that if Nigerians succeed in conducting an election without the corrupt culture of financial endorsement to voters by candidates and political parties, the nation has implemented its most important electoral forum in its history." The sit-at-home order, which has been enforced by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, which Çhärgés says the sit-at-home order is a negative action against democracy. Which of the democracy? This is a military government and not even a civilian government. Talk less of democracy. Since Nnamdi Kanu has been extradited and renditioned into Nigeria, the sit-at-home order has been enforced. And concerning the sit-at-home order, every Mondays, businesses are being shut down. Students are always at home. No one is allowed to move freely during this period. And it has been affecting the Southeasterns. That is why Çhärgés is saying that it is a negative action. Even if you want a state of Biafra, it is not by violence. You have to do it the right way. You have to find alternatives. Instead of you to come out in mass to vote for their preferred candidates in the election, the sit-at-home order cannot do anything. Now, concerning the presidential election that is coming up on the 25th of February, Ekpa, a self-acclaimed pupil of Nnamdi Kanu, said that no election will hold in the southeast, that there will be total lockdown and sit at home. And Chief Simon Okeke told them that Igbos fighting for Biafra, they can't win. Why? Because you cannot win something by fighting. You have to go through the normal process. You have to think, look for a strategy instead of slaughtering themselves and sitting at home when parents should be at work and children should be at school. They are sitting at home on Mondays, and now you're planning to enforce another sit at home during the election instead of you to allow those people, the Southeasterners, to come out in their masses to vote for their preferred candidates. The former Kaduna State governor has said that the sit-at-home order imposed on the southeastern part of Nigeria by IPOB is a negative and retrogressive action. The sit-at-home has caused retrogression in the southeast, both economically, financially, in terms of everything. Lives have been lost, bloodshed, kidnappings. The southeast is no longer safe. That they should cancel this. It should be resisted and disobeyed instead of doing the sit at home. The ex-Kaduna State Governor, Shehu Sani, says when it's enforced with use of force, threats, Shehu Sani knocks enforcement of exercise in southeast of Nigeria. The lawmaker said this while reacting to the 5-day enforced sit-at-home order, which was issued by Simon Ekpa, a self-proclaimed disciple of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The former senator who represented Kaduna Central District in the 8th Assembly, Shehu Sani, who has described the enforcement of the sit-at-home order in the southeast region of Nigeria as a form of terror and tyranny. The lawmaker said this while reacting to the 5-day enforced sit-at-home order issued by Simon Ekpa. Sani said that while sit-at-home is a legitimate and peaceful means of dissent or civil protest, once it is enforced and becomes violent or obeyed due to fear of victimization by the enforcers of the order, it becomes another form of terror. It describes sit-at-home as a peaceful and legitimate means of dissent or civil protest, but once it's enforced by force, violence, or threats, and compelled with out of fear, it has become another form of terror. The IPOB first declared their sit-at-home in 2021 after its leader, Kanu, was arrested in Kenya and returned to Nigeria to continue his trial for treasonable felony and terrorism charges against him by the Nigerian government. The sit-at-home order was meant to hold every Monday across the southeast till Kanu was released from detention by the Secret Police Department of State Services. But this does not mean that they can continue with the sit-at-home peacefully, because a lot of criminals are hiding under this agitation as members of IPOB, killing themselves, and this cannot solve the problems that is at hand. That is why Shehu Sani says this sit-at-home that has been imposed by IPOB in the southeast is a negative action, is a retrogression, and it has to be resisted and disobeyed. Thank you for tuning in once again. We have come to the end of the news. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Take care.